this video we are going to discuss about All India Council for Technical Education or AICTE. So this is a very important body that you have to concentrate on when it comes to higher education. So what are the different perspectives in which we need to focus on this particular area? So you have to focus on the year in which it got established and also the year in which it has to be or it was established into a statutory body, and also the various objectives that are associated with the AICTE is very important. And also in a very easier level we can actually expect questions like what is the full form of AICTE as well. So to understand this particular initiative or this particular body in more detail, we'll be just focusing on a question that was asked in NTA UGC NET December 2021 and June 2022 merge cycles, and the question goes like this. The objectives of All India Council of Technical Education or AICTE are. So if you just focus on this question, it is given as All India Council of Technical Education, but it's actually a wrong expansion. So the real expansion is given here, that is All India Council for Technical Education. So please do remember this, but in the question it was given it as All India Council of Technical Education. So it might be a technical error, but anyway you have to focus or you have to study it as All India Council for Technical Education. Alright, so they have given us various options, and from these options we have to identify the objectives that are associated with AICTE. So the options includes promotion of quality in technical education, funding salary of teachers in engineering colleges, planning and coordinating development of technical education system, promoting continuous and open learning in technical education, and finally, regulation and maintenance of norms and standards. So before moving into the answer or before trying to figure out the right answer for this question, we'll be first looking at the various points or the important points that you have to focus on when it comes to AICTE. So AICTE or All India Council for Technical Education was set up in November 1945, and it was actually established as a national level advisory body to conduct a survey on the facilities of the facilities that are available for technical education in the country, and also it was focusing on promoting development in the country as well. So this particular body was established in November 1945, and it comes under the Department of Higher Education. So the year in which it got the statutory status was in 1987. So these 2 years are very important. So this was set up in November 1945 as a national level apex advisory body in order to make a survey on the facilities that are available for the technical education in the country, and it got statutory status by an Act of Parliament in the year 1987. that you have to focus on when it comes to AICTE is the different programs that comes under AICTE. So this was a question that was asked in the previous exam. So please do remember the various programs of technical education, which includes training and research or these areas are under the purview of AICTE. So this is very important. So the programs which comes under this AICTE, which includes training as well as research and engineering, technology, architecture, town planning, management, pharmacy, applied arts and crafts, hotel management and catering technology, etc. So this is very important because you can expect questions like this. They will just give you 4 options, and from which we have to identify the programs that does not comes under the purview of AICTE, or the programs that are a part or that comes under AICTE. So these kinds of questions can be expected. So please do remember the various programs that comes under, or the AICTE covers which all programs and which all areas of study as well. So this is a very important idea that you have to focus on. And another important perspective from which we can expect questions is about the objectives of AICTE. So if you consider the question that we have already seen in the beginning of this video, that was also focusing on the objectives, right? So there are 3 important objectives that are associated with AICTE, and which includes promotion of quality in technical education, planning and coordinated development of technical education system, and also regulations and maintenance of norms and standards. So if you know these 3 important objectives, then the question that we have already discussed will be a very easy question. We have to just identify these 3 objectives from the options that are given there. So coming back to the question that we have already discussed, it includes various objectives or various options from which we have to identify the 3 important objectives of AICTE. So if you just go through the options that are given here, we have promotion of quality in technical education, funding salary of teachers in engineering colleges, planning and coordinating development of technical education system, promoting continuous and open learning in technical education, and the final option is regulation and maintenance of norms and standards. So from what we have discussed so far, we can say that option A is an answer for this question, right? That includes promotion of quality in technical education. That was the first objective that we have learned, and the second one is option C, planning and coordinating development of technical education system, and the third one is option E, that is regulation and maintenance of norms and standards. So A, C and E will be the right answer for this question. So A, C and E only is option C. So obviously the right answer will be option C itself. So in this video we have focused on an important body that is associated with Indian higher education system, that is AICTE. So we have viewed it in different perspectives. The years are very important. The year in which it was set up and also the year in which it got statutory status is very important. The objectives are very important, and also the programs which comes under the purview of AICTE is also a very important perspective from which you can expect questions. So I hope from this video you got a very good idea about AICTE. So this kind of a very structured analysis and understanding of different areas on the perspective of NET exam is what you require in order to score a very safe score in paper 1. So if you want to know more about Appleby Academy's paper 1 courses, you can just contact the number that is given in the description box. So thanks for watching and happy learning.